You cannot let the limited opinions of your local environment dictate your global assignment. Today's video is all about becoming aware of the lack of encouragement that surrounds you and tackling perfectionism, procrastination, and perception. I don't know about you, but sometimes when it comes to me and my goals, I can let perfectionism get in the way and it leads to procrastination. That soon that never comes. Sometimes I'm waiting for the right lighting, the right venue, the right camera, the right people. I don't have enough time, I've not got the skills. And every time I acquire the equipment, the skills, the resources, I still don't feel ready. And we have to address what is it that is limiting us. Sometimes we don't always understand in the moment why certain things have led us to where we are now, but we have to address that. You cannot see where you're going if you don't know where you've come from. And in order to establish this, we have to address the environments that we have let restrict us and the people that surround us. It's easy when we hear the noise of other people externally stop us from getting to where we want to be, because they either hold us to our previous identities or they don't believe in us. And that is not a projection of us, that's usually because they don't believe in themselves. And you trying and stepping out into the brand that you want to establish shows them where they're not doing enough and where they've gone wrong in the past. My favourite saying is, it's in the journey, it's not in the destination. And we're constantly always worked up about the end goal, where we're going to, which is very important to hold in your heart and have that to lead you in a certain direction. However, if we're so caught up on how we want things to be, we get discouraged when we can't see that straight away. In that, we have to eliminate the narrative that everything must be perfect and every decision and every step we take is going to lead to a perfect outcome, because this will stop you from trying and it's going to stop progress. If bullets are flying and you're being targeted, whether that be in a workplace, in your family home, out in a social predicament, you have to keep your head up high, because looking down you cannot see what's coming at you. You have to keep going and keep persevering. You have everything you need right now. Streamline your talents, assess your skills. Where have you been and where has God brought you to get to where you are now? I know that where I'm from, it's really common to restrict ourselves and to just not try at all, because in the trying, we're opening ourselves up to potential failure. We have got to become comfortable with not perfecting it the first time. If you never let yourself become a beginner, you will never stop being one. You will always be a beginner for your entire life. One of the best sayings that has carried me throughout my career and my personal life was from Rebecca, one of my business mentors on many programs that I've been on. It's fail fast in order to pivot quick. You have to be comfortable with failure in order to be prepared to pivot. The longer you wait to start your idea, your project, your brand, your routine, whatever it is for you specifically, the longer you wait to start that, the longer you are keeping yourself uneducated. Be comfortable and prepared to fail fast in order to pivot quick. It's time to unify your vision. You might have started doing things over here, doing things over there, and you need to clump this together now and look, where is it that I am actually going? Why did I go through this? Why did I take those course of actions? Remember, the L never stands for loss. It's always a lesson. There's a lesson in everything you have gone through. Although you might not see it in the moment, you have been put through everything you have been through. Tongue twister. You have gone through everything for a reason, for a purpose, in order to get to your end goal. Although you might not see it now, when you look back, you'll never be able to cross the lines, dot the lines, draw the lines, connect the dots. You'll never be able to connect the dots until you get to where you've been and you look back on it. Sometimes external interferences excuse you from doing the work that needs to be done, and it took me a while to own that. We're going to delve into things that I've made excuses for. You are your brand. Your brand is a daily practice, and the second you realise that, the second you will succeed. It doesn't matter what you do in business, career, whether you're an actor, whether you work in an office, you are your brand, and the way you carry yourself is the way that everything will follow. It's you. You are the one that will lead your brand, so you have to be confident enough in yourself to step out anyway, to be bold anyway. Baby has just woken up from nap time. I'm going to do a bit of mom live and we'll jump back into it. But this is just another thing, pivot. Pivoting, we've always got to pivot. Life does not go to plan. I thought that I'd be able to get this video boxed off done, and it's just not the case, is it? I thought I'd get it done this morning also, but she didn't want to nap then either. So, oh, mama, we're blurring that out because the people them can't see your face for a bit. Keep the children off the net. No, I'm joking. I won't tell you what to do, but it's a scary world out there. I think my child's really gonna try and jump on the net. Scary. And just take after her mum. But I'm not putting her out there until she makes that decision she wants to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I've decided I'm just going to feed her, and I might as well just get rid of all the birds with all the stones and keep going. I'm Miss ICR, known socially as Miss Hard to Catch, because you can't catch me when you see me. And known strategically as Miss I Constantly Receive, because I constantly receive, and so can you. I think I've done a lot of rambling, and I just want to recap and hone in everything that we've discussed. Remembering, do not let external limiting opinions restrict you from where you're going. Okay, the local environment cannot stop you from getting to your global assignment, and even just embodying your global assignment. It may not be a destination, it may be a practice that you wake up and you execute every single day. So do not let the voices that surround you, the people, the places, the opinions, where you've come from or where you've been, stop you from the greatness that is ahead of you. I think the first step is assessing your environment. For me, that was navigating my internal world, navigating external influences, and mapping where is that on the journey. It took me such a long time to recognise my sensitivities as a gift, because I've always received backlash, never in a malicious manner, just in a lack of understanding and not being able to perceive the world in the way in which I do. And I think because I was dismissing the true essence of me, it then allowed others to dismiss that. And you cannot get frustrated at someone for treating you how you have shown them to treat you. Does that make sense? If I'm not taking myself seriously, how can you expect others to take yourself seriously? I'm just trying to get all of this video out quickly because I'm not sure how long she's going to feed. I'm just a mom, but I'm a mom first. When I refer to my sensitivity, my hyper-awareness of the world, my deep passion that I feel for things that may seem significant to others, my inner knowing of things that cannot be justified. Oh, I could name so many things. And people who know me, and I'm talking about know me, like very few do. I mean, you might know me on the net, but you don't know me. Sorry. But the people who know me know exactly what I'm talking about. So it took me a while to really, I'll be honest, maybe even this morning, it was last night that I really just, if you don't open that camera and record, come on now, because the people that know will know I'm quick to hee-hee-ha, and because my fear is not being seen. If you're from the ends, one thing you'll know is you're going to see me. You're going to see me, like, in the style, in the smile, in the shapes on the dance floor. Come on now, you're going to see me. I'm always the first one to jump on the dance floor, and not in a way of where I want to be seen, but I don't care to be seen. Does that make sense? It's when you start to look into me deeply now and try and understand my mind and my inner goings of my world. That's when I get a bit and it's took me a while to really accept that. I have been withholding my internal world, perhaps to never to please others, because I'm not a people pleaser, but so to avoid discussion, debates, that deeper sense, and I can't keep doing that anymore. We're just gonna have to keep it real. The thought of being perceived is the misunderstanding that cringed me out. Some people don't like embarrassment, some people don't like, there's certain things that people don't like and they avoid them at all costs. I don't care, embarrass me, I'm not bothered. Like, come on now, I'll embarrass myself before you could embarrass me. Do you know what I mean? For me, it's the misunderstanding. Please don't ever misunderstand me. And what I found myself saying over the years is, no, you don't get it though, you don't understand though. And that has brought up a lot of conflict in itself with people, the misalignment, even with friends, and I'm like, no, I do, and always feeling so triggered by a lack of understanding, feeling like alone in your views, and not in a political manner or real will recognise real. I'm not going to go into it too tough because this is not the part of the video that I want to delve into. The point is, recognise your world, your internal factors and the external factors. So we've touched on the internal world, my external environment. Now, one thing about me, and I don't care about being seen, but something that I've been battling with over these past few months, I was going to say weeks then, but this has been months, is I'll jump on the net, post on Instagram, stay consistent for like 2-3 days, get 100,000 views over all my media, and then delete. Instagram. And I couldn't understand, why do I keep retreating? Like, why do I retreat every time I receive over 100,000 views, and not just even sometimes 50,000 views? When the eyes are on me, why do I retreat inwards? And how can I shift towards long-lasting longevity? Long-lasting visibility. That's it. Because when you have been given an assignment, let's link back to what I was saying now, your global assignment and the gifts that you have to share with the world, you cannot stay hidden, because it goes against everything you have been put on this earth to do. So because I was so hyper aware of the local crowd watching me, LWEDSOM born and bred, let's just put it out there, I'm from Leeds. So for me, being hyper aware of my local crowd, and knowing that the vast majority of people from Leeds do not possess the level of my vision, and that is not me knocking nobody. I'm not saying that goes for everyone, but I'm going to keep it real with you. There's only a very, very few, minute handful of people that I can have a very, very heavy conversation with. This hyper awareness that my vision differs to the majority of people that I'm surrounded by awakened feelings of isolation in me. I've got you now, haven't I? Yeah, you can have a drink now. Anyways, also made me acknowledge that many people just watch through a lens of pride, and then therefore judgment and insecurities that they feel about themselves are projected onto me. And the second I realised, it's not the second actually, it's took me a while to come to terms with this. The way people see you and think about you has nothing to do with you at all. It really doesn't have anything to do with you at all. Like, if you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, keep it moving. You know what I mean though? Sorry, where was we going with this? At the end of the day, I don't want projections, external projections people have of me to stop me blessing those that love to hear my words. And that's not in a vain way. That is in a way that we all help one another by sharing our light. We are all made in our own uniqueness, but in the same image of likeliness, okay? So remember, your projections of me are reflections of you, because I'm an extension of you and you're an extension of me. Take that in. Don't let it go over your head. Repeat that if you need to. Don't forget that. My videos are for all those people who are waiting for me to share the blueprint and use that for a roadmap for themselves. I'm not saying that I know the way. Just having that sense of shared navigation, life might be a bit easier. We're going slightly off topic here, but I guess it relates to that sort of global calling and global assignment. At school, I never knew what I wanted to be. I changed my mind every week. Just came up with my own title when I'd left school and got into work as a self-employed individual. Visionary Engagement Ambassador, because I see the vision, I engage the community, businesses, whatever it may be, and I'm an ambassador for that. Whatever your vision is, I am going to champion you to get to that vision. You know what I'm saying? One of my truest friends, Britta, said to me once something along the lines of, not sharing your light is doing a disservice to the world. I've never forgot it. So I'm ready now for those who are hungry for the vision, not just my vision, the collective vision, the ascension vision, your individual vision. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here. The point is, attention is the biggest currency today. Like, every advert wants your attention. Me having that, I need to use that effectively, and I need to not hold any shame around that. I feel like this could be my most vulnerable video yet. Those that are watching on YouTube will think this is the only video you've got up. This is not my first rodeo. I've been doing podcasts for a minute now. I'm going to take all them down actually, so they will not be up when this comes up. Not in a, because we're just starting fresh. This is new levels. From Leeds to legacy, man. Come on. Leeds to legacy. Ooh, Leeds to legacy. I've got some ones for that. I've got some talking points for that session. Leeds to legacy. Stay tuned, because I think that's what might be next. I'm realising more and more it's just platforms for me to embody my brand, my personal brand, brands that I'm involved in business. This is my platform. 100,000 views. Do you know how many eyeballs they are? 200,000 eyeballs, unless, well, that's me making the assumption everyone's got two eyes. I'm constantly reading my Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth, and I came across Corinthians, and Paul was referring to success can become a stumbling block to those who are weak. I'll find the scripture and I can type it in, edit it if my editing skills are good. If not, I'll try and do it in the comments. But this just made me realise that I have been using that. I've almost manipulated that scripture into a defence mechanism. It's almost as if every time I feel myself scaling, I block myself and hinder my growth because I'm worried of the misinterpretation and being misunderstood in my values and where it is that I want to go. As soon as I acknowledge that, and when you realise that external judgment is just a reflection of their internal insecurities, it just made me a lot less uncomfortable, a lot more uncomfortable, a lot more comfortable in embodying my true nature, because at the end of the day, you can't be everyone's cup of tea, because then you'd be a mug. Then you'd be a mug. What do the kids do these days? Not the kids. I am a kid. No, I'm a kid at heart still, I'll be real. I think it's something like this. I come on the net and I come off. You can't be everyone's cup of tea though, because then you'd be a mug. You'd be a mug. You'd be a mug. And we just have glasses around here. Drink your water. Let's do a water break. Pause. Have some water. Drink your drink as well. Ooh, what is the degrees out here? I mean, it's like 27, 20 something degrees out here in Leeds. Stay hydrated. Drink water and mind your business. Or you can jump on here and mind my business if you want. Run up the views. Run up the views. I promised a lot of people cuts out of my YouTube profits. So if we could run up them views so I can get all the time popping. Yeah. This is just a quick one to get the ball rolling. You've got to start somewhere, otherwise you'll always be a beginner. Be ready for more, guys. Join me in the journey. Stay tuned. Got a lot more up my sleeve. The dog wants me now and the baby's finished feeding, so just gotta get back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. I know those of you that are just finding me for the first time are thinking, well, that was a bit fast, wasn't it? I've really had to slow down my speech as well. So anyone that's thinking I'm talking inauthentic, that knows me from the ends, I'm slowing it down, you know what I mean? Like, patience is key, mush. Sorry, I had to throw in that little 1 2 there. LWEDS what? 0113 leads to legacy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do a sick one with that. Okay, baby's finished feeding now. Leads to legacy. It's in the journey, not the destination. Say bye-bye. Wave bye. No, not looking bye-bye. We're just some girls. We're just the girls. And we're gonna take over the world. Got to start from somewhere. Build the brand. Even when you're not ready, you are the brand. So work on yourself. When you don't know what to work on yourself. So join me in the journey. I'm Miss ICR, known socially as Miss Hard to Catch, because you can't catch me when you see me. And known strategically as Miss I Constantly Receive, because I constantly receive, and so can you. Lots of love.